Hello, this is your piano instructor. Today is April 6th, 2020. I wanted to review a couple things with you while you are away, and I hope that you are still practicing. Okay, before we get into piano level 1 and technique level 1, I just want to go over some things that you should already know. For example, where is middle C? Find middle C on your keyboard, and that is right here. Now, to start this lesson, we're going to go over C major scale. We're going to do the right hand separately and the left hand separately, and both hands together. Now you want to put your hands in the correct position, fingers rounded, and we're going to start with the right hand. You have your thumb on C, your index on D, your middle on E, your fourth on F, and your fifth on G. Now we're going to do one octave of the C major scale. So follow my hands. Now notice when I get to E, I tuck my thumb under and go to F, and then finish it out. Then when I come back, I cross over with my middle finger on E. Thumb under, middle over on E. So that's your right hand. So you can pause this video and practice that a couple times. Now we'll move on to the left hand. You got your fifth finger or pinky on C, your fourth on D, your third on E, your second on F, your first on G. Notice when I go up the scale, I cross over with my middle finger to A. Then when I come back, I tuck my thumb under onto G. Now notice there's a difference between the right hand and the left hand. In the left hand, when we get to G, we cross over with our middle finger. And then when we come back, we go under with our thumb onto G. Now, it's easy to do these hands separately, but when you do them together, you have to be aware of which fingers are crossing over and crossing under. So in the right hand, you're crossing under, going up the scale. In the left hand, you're crossing over after G. You see? And going back in the right hand, you're crossing over. In the left hand, you're crossing under. And they're at different times simply because of the way everything is laid out. So, when you're playing your hands together, you want to go slowly but in tempo. So here we go. again, but this time I'll notate when you're crossing your fingers. Right hand, left hand, left hand, right hand. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a pause because you don't cross over in both hands at the same time. You cross over at different places. So again, left hand cross, right hand, left hand, right hand. Again, left hand first, so I made a mistake. We're actually doing the right hand first, then the left hand. Right hand, then left hand, going back, left hand, then right hand. And you really don't need to remember which comes first, because you notice with the right hand, you're going to have to move your thumb in order to get your hand over to the end of the scale. So try it separately and then hands together. Okay, let's move on. So in piano level 1, I want you to go to page 4, and I want you to review the grand staff, the keyboard, notes on the staff, sharps and flats, time signatures, notes and rest values, and at the bottom, signs and terms. You should know all of this, but this is a really good reference page if you're having trouble with anything in particular. I'm not sure where we left off, so I'm just going to start with something that I know that you're able to do. So we're going to do waltzing elephants on page 15. You know what a staccato is, right? You're going to play the melody clearly, play the staccato notes lightly for the correct balance, and say up, up for the staccato notes. You don't have to do that, just play it correctly. So before you even start on a piece, you always want to look at it overall. See if there's any difficult parts that you might come across. What is the time signature? What are what's the tempo? What key is it in? So those are the questions you want to ask. You want to assess the piece before you start. So on this first line, we're going to start in the left hand. 5th finger. It's forte. It's allegretto. And this time signature is 3/4. So 3 beats per measure. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the beat, okay? So what I'm going to do is, to save time, I'm just going to play this for you, and then you can kind of follow along and pause where you need to so you can get it right. Here we go. that's the piece. Now I'm going to count the second time, and I suggest you count every time you play anything because it'll keep you on beat. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, you don't have to play that fast when you first start, but that's where you want to be when you end up. So I'm going to play it super slow, so hopefully that's easier for you to follow along. So I guess we'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, I hope that helps. We'll stop there for now because I want to see how this goes. Hopefully, maybe one day we can FaceTime to see where you're at. Or if you don't want to do that, maybe record what I just showed you here, which was C major scale, 1 octave, right hand, left hand separate and together, and then waltzing elephants. Okay, take care and be safe.